Alright, you guys okay, right, we are live again, and Santa has just reached Guangzhou, China, heading to Wuhan, and as promised before, we're about to play the two Yantzu cans that unfortunately Braden has some troubles playing. They should be in the chat if I can find them. Someone could post them in the chat. I'll be able to play the cams shortly when they're posted in the stream chat. Alright, latest cam, let me open these new tabs. And that one. Oh wait, let me pause these. Sorry, I'll play this one first, the Tokyo cam. I'll put it to good volume. I'll say about that, it should be good. Let me know if this is a good volume. Alright, let's play this now.
One of the fastest developing cities in the world. Santa is stunned by both the technological and cultural developments he sees every year in Tokyo. Santa will deliver millions of gifts in the city as well as the outlying suburbs. From here, we expect Santa to fly westward towards mainland Asia. Make sure you follow our Twitter page at Team Yantzu for constant updates on Santa's location. For SantaTracking.net, I'm Marcus Pearl.
Alright, so that was our Tokyo cam. Hope you enjoyed that. Without further ado, let's get on to the Shanghai cam.
Santa sure must be busy in the world's third largest city, Shanghai, as he delivers presents to the good boys and girls of China. Santa loves traveling to China for sightseeing, such as the Great Wall, which we expect him to navigate with for many miles. The gift count continues to increase, so stay tuned to SantaTracking.net for updates on when your gift will be delivered. For SantaTracking.net, I'm Cabinet Member Patrick Covey.
Alright, hang on. I just need to quickly sort out something. I will be back in about 2 seconds. Alright, sorry about that, guys. We're back. Anyway, let's get back to the tracking, where Santa is right in the heart of China. He's about to reach Wuhan in just about a few seconds. And now we're on to Xi'an, China. In 2 minutes. And I think we should be okay. Fortunately, we can't play the players that are just playing, but we should be able to play some NORAD music just to give the stream a bit more of a festive feel. I'll play this. And Liam, I do remember you indeed from 2 hours ago. I remember many other of you guys as well. It's great to see you still on the stream. Especially some of you have been here like right since the start, so that is some dedication to still be on here. And Renisha Palm says hi, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great Christmas. We still have so much in store for you, so do not step away for too long, unless of course Santa is coming your way. But we still have tons more cams and other surprises for you to see later. FIFA Leo, yeah, I remember you. Thanks for supporting us still. It's great to see 120 people watching now. I should probably zoom into this map a little bit, just so we can see where Santa's going. It looks like he might be about to get to probably not. It's probably like Zion or something. A little bit early. He seems to be just arriving there. Still with 30 seconds to go. Next Santa Cam, Yancey Cam. I'm not too sure. Probably in the next few hours, maybe. NORAD Cam. We don't know. Maybe. Might not be until about like Mount Everest or India. Actually, I can't really think of any cams that they maybe be doing soon. Welcome back, Reindeer Cookie. Good to see you around again. Thank you very much for your support, Mr. Bonobo. And Santa is now headed to Chongqing, China. Now with over 1.2 billion presents delivered, his sleigh must already be getting quite a bit lighter. Jess Johnson, yeah, I think I remember you. Your name seems to ring a bell. Jess's life, I believe he will be in Britain about 10 to midnight tonight. So make sure you're in bed before about 11 PM. And no problem, we're happy to do this every year. It's part of our annual Christmas traditions here at Yancey. I feel like the music might be a little bit too loud, so I'm going to turn that down a tad. As far as we know, Santa is still on time. I don't think there have been any delays to his journey yet. I mean, he does seem to be a little bit early, because I believe it's only about 11 PM in China currently. Get down that a bit more. Sorry about the music, guys. I turned it down to about there. It is Christmas Eve. I believe it is Christmas Eve everywhere. I think in some places in the world it's already Christmas Day, but everywhere else I believe it's Christmas Eve. It's currently 3 PM here in the UK. I am indeed in the UK. Bob the Builder, I think you just have to believe for Santa to come. That's part of it, really. And we have a new poll from Braden. What is your favourite Christmas tree topper? I mean, I personally have a star, but it'll be interesting to see what all you guys also have on your trees. And it is indeed 8 AM in the USA. Still plenty of fun tracking yet to come before Santa finally arrives there. We do it for 24 hours. Obviously, I'm not the only host, but Yancey as a whole, we do this from 2 AM EST on December 24th to 2 AM EST on December 25th. Braden said that it might be taken to 6 AM on December 25th, but officially it's going for 24 hours. What did I ask for? Honestly, nothing. I just don't need anything. I'm just going to be surprised by what Santa brings. I think one thing that I do need is probably a new pair of trainers, but that's really the only thing I can think of. Like, honestly, just nothing really needed this year at all. Right. I could maybe see there. And apparently, according to Braden, the Angel is leading, which is surprising. Maybe we can get the results up. See what the results are. Currently have Angel on 5 votes and Stars on 2. time does Santa come to Michigan? I have no idea really. I'd say, yeah, I'd say maybe about 16, 17 hours, but as a general NORAD answer, I'd say about between 10 PM and 1 AM your time. So we've recently stopped at Chengdu, China, and currently on our way to Kunming. I think we should probably issue a bedtime alert for Western Australia and all of Southeast Asia. So if you're watching from there, you might want to get in bed because Santa is coming your way very soon. And we are almost about to get the results of the poll, and it looks like Angel is going to win. So if anyone hasn't voted, then be sure to go and vote for what you top your tree with. And now I think we're almost getting to the end of the China part of Santa's journey, and after a quick stop at Macau, he will be going to Western Australia. Indeed, sleep alert for all of Australia. For Western Australia, where Santa has not come, get to bed. And also I'd say if you're in the eastern or central parts of Australia and you weren't asleep when Santa came, I'd say get to bed, because he's probably going to use this as a time to catch up on some of those places that he didn't get to see because the kids were still awake. Bradley, unfortunately we can't play that music because potential copyright issues, I'm afraid. Sleep alert for the UK, I'd say probably 11 PM at the latest. That's when I'm probably going to head to bed. Jess is like, I think we all cannot wait. I certainly cannot. Making this way through China. Almost at the end. So I guess we're kind of predicting him to sort of move down here towards Western Australia. I am streaming from now until 5 PM GMT now, which is 12 PM EST. Then I'm doing 8 till 9 GMT, and then that'll be it for me. And I believe, I'm not too sure, I think Josh will be streaming at 10, but that'll be it after those hours. It's great to see like so many people across the world. It's crazy how much this has sort of expanded to include like really people from everywhere. Google says he's in Russia. Well, I don't know about Google. I think they might be a tad inaccurate. I'm probably I think I'm gonna leave for him just the classic milk and cookies. I have done for quite a few years now. We've got quite a few people from the US now. Well, potions, I believe Nora does use military infrared radar, so I believe it's fairly accurate, but probably more accurate than Google's one, because they only use mobile hotspots. And next stop for Santa's journey is Bandar Seri Begawan, Brunei. Do I get a present in my bed? No, I get a stocking, and all of my other presents are under the tree downstairs. I agree with you. I believe Murad is correct. Yeah, I give the reindeer carrots as well. And the sleep alert for the UK, I'd say no later than 11 PM. But you may have to play it safe, maybe around between like 10 and 11. Yeah, I'd say about 11 PM. We do indeed use satellite, as well as radar detecting Rudolph's bright red shiny nose. It's 11:17 for you, it's 3:17 here in the UK. It's been a rather mild Christmas here. Not exactly white. In fact, I've never seen a white Christmas here in the UK. Just green outside and cloudy. It's about 9 degrees Celsius, which is about 60, I'm not sure, but yeah, about 60 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm not too sure. Well, that sounds like a great talent show. I believe Liam's going to head to bed probably around the same time that I am, at 11. I know he's hosting the late show, which is about 3 AM, but by then Santa will have come, so he'll be fine. And Braden has a new poll. What is your favourite Santa name alternative? Well, I can tell you here in the UK, we quite often call him Father Christmas. I know, it's probably more common to call him that than Santa, but I guess the American version is often used as well. Well, Jess says, if you want a new phone, well, I do hope you get that. I'm sure Santa will have something for you. Let's open up the poll.
No sleigh with reindeer, no sack on my back. You'll see me coming in a big black.
It's about to arrive in Brunei now, across the South China Sea, visiting to all these little islands. And it won't be long before he is properly over the land. I've never called him Saint Nicholas or Kris Kringle. I guess there might be some places in the world where you do. But here in the UK it's pretty much either Santa or Father Christmas. Yeah, so apparently according to Braden, Father Christmas is taking a lead. Let me get that out for you. Yeah, oh wait, oh, wrong poll. Sorry guys. There we go. Yeah, some of us in the UK do say Santa. Well, I know when I was younger I used to use Father Christmas quite a lot more. And Santa is just about arriving in Brunei. I know we got 89%. Let's see the result. Yeah, that is a massive majority for Father Christmas. I guess because we have a lot of European viewers, that must be a lot of them use that. Although I do know in some eastern countries, I think that's where they use like Saint Nicholas or other slight variants. And Santa is in Brunei. Next stop is Bintulu, Malaysia, in just 1 minute. We have a massive 10 votes for Father Christmas and none for St. Nicholas, which is a little surprising.
Claus is back in town.
We're past 1.3 billion gifts. That is certainly a lot. Potions reckons he's going a different way. I think it's possible, yeah. I'm not too sure I remember this exact route. I think it might be a slight difference. Maybe there's been some terrible weather conditions in where he was meant to be going and must have changed the route slightly. And just about to arrive. Next stop is San Fernando. Yep, definitely a bedtime warning for all of Southeast Asia here. Yeah, you reckon he went backwards? I think that is quite possible. And Father Christmas wins the poll. Good old father. Did anybody here already got visited? Well, yeah, I know there was some guy in the stream earlier who was in Sydney, and I believe he only just about got to bed in time. Hopefully, he did get into bed before Santa actually arrived. I know all of us here at Yansu, we're not getting visited until a bit later. Well, I hope you get what you wanted, Just Life. As a reminder, you can check out our social media pages, Facebook, TrackingSanta Live, Instagram at Team Yansu, and Twitter at Team Yansu. And if you put something with the hashtag TrackSantaLive, I'll show it on stream. Yep, that is very true, Lily. Sometimes we can't always get what we want, but it's not the end of the world. Santa will always try his best to make sure we have a great Christmas, and of course there are some people who are way less fortunate than us, so it's good to be grateful for what you get. Well, I mean, late show, there's not like an official time, but it's just roughly from about 10 PM EST onwards. Yeah, it's a continuous show, but we usually just call the last few hours the late show since it's quite late, of course. And next stop, yep, it's Broome, Australia. As expected, we're getting him going into the western part of Australia. 2 AM GMT. Yeah, that's around like when we sort of start calling it the late show, but the actual show goes on until 7 AM GMT. Well, I'm sure we've all heard of him, Potions, but I doubt anyone has actually seen him. He is pretty difficult to spot. He goes quite fast, as you can see. If we were to zoom right in, you might be able to see just how fast he is going. It's an incredible speed, really. Santa finishes his journey at 6 AM EST, which is 11 AM GMT, but our show stops at 2 AM EST or 7 AM GMT. FIFA Leo 20, you did a post on Instagram, I can get that up. I don't believe I've seen it on the hashtag. Alright, so now he's heading across the water between Indonesia and Australia. What will you do on here after Santa's journey? Well, we finish at 2 AM EST, and after that we're probably going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back for 2019 about August or September, possibly with a trailer around then. But after this, that is kind of it for us. We're kind of just going to all have a nice rest, enjoy our Christmas. It's just crossing over to Australia. Your parents work for the National Park Service, that sounds cool. And Braden has another poll. What is your opinion of snow? I can say personally for me, even though I don't see it very often, it is great. Especially when you get a nice day off school. Nice, just sort of chill at home in the warmth while it's cold outside. Let's get the poll up now. Snow is indeed cold, Patrick. That is a great observation. Yeah. I mean, for me, I don't get snow where I live at all, really. Let's see the results. Yeah, we've got 90% love it. One person said they don't get snow where I live. Well, to whoever that was, I feel your pain. In the part of the UK that I am, we just never get snow. Ever. It's sad. Like, we did this March was quite peculiar. It snowed quite a bit twice. It was enough to like cancel school and everything, but that is a very rare occasion. Before that, it didn't happen for about 5 years. Santa is indeed heading to Western Australia. He's just about to arrive in the city of Broome. In 3, 2, 1. And the next stop is Newman, Australia, at 2 minutes 30 seconds. Mr. Snowman, you're the same as me then. That was a very odd March this year. Yeah, everyone does indeed love snow. Just look at that. Almost unanimous love snow vote. And 10 out of 11. Although this year I did actually go to Iceland in February, and that was like loads of snow. That was insane. It was like 6 foot deep. Superman fan, unfortunately we can only play the music on the NORAD website at the moment due to copyright issues. We don't want to get our stream taken down basically, so we can't play like any popular Christmas music, I'm afraid. 2 AM is 2 AM EST our stream ends. His journey actually ends at 11 AM GMT. Eric, Santa is in Western Australia. He's heading to the city of Newman. And we should be getting him heading all the way towards Perth soon. Yeah, same here, Lily Summers. I would love to go to Australia one day. Maybe in a few years' time. We never know. I just realised you guys can't see the poll results. I've been bringing them up, but you can't actually see them on stream. That's kind of annoying. But we have We have 11 votes for love snow and 1 for I don't get snow where I live. Nobody hates snow. That's kind of good to see, I guess. FIFA Leo 20. Oh, you should. I've pretty much spent all my Christmas Eve since I was about 7 years old on the ride.
She'll say, "Are you married?" We'll say, "No, man, but you can do the job."
Yeah. Geraldton is up next, slowly making his way down south to the bottom of Western Australia. Santa is coming to my house in about 8 hours now. Wait, 8.5 hours. It's not very long now at all.
In the land, snow is glistening, beautiful sight.
It's actually crazy how quickly this day is going. Do you know when Santa comes to the east coast of the USA? I believe he should first arrive in Florida about 10:30 PM EST. And then normally he makes his way up the east coast. Indeed he will be, Will. Before we know it, it'll all be over and Santa will have come. That is correct, Earth. Santa normally comes between 9 PM and 1 AM, according to NORAD at least. And it is indeed Christmas Day in some parts of the world. And I know in some far corners of the world, like Samoa, they'll be waking up soon on Christmas morning, ready to see what Santa got them a few hours ago. Santa, well, he's just heading down the west coast of Australia, and after this we're sort of expecting him to go into Southeast Asia, and then like further into Central Asia before going into Europe and Africa. And thank you for the support, Andrew Maury. Indeed, Australia. Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, I agree with you. I think it just. I mean, pretty much when the tracking ends is almost over for me. I almost prefer this tracking show to actual Christmas Day. It always goes so quick though. Superman fan, I would put it in 3D, but it's kind of glitching out when I put it in 3D. It's really laggy, unfortunately. And thank you for the sub. We appreciate all the support that each and every one of you has given. Approaching 1.4 billion gifts and just about to get to Perth. Possibly his last Australian stop before he heads into Southeast Asia. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my 3D because last year I had a split screen with like one side 2D, one side 3D. And that worked perfectly even when I was streaming, but I don't know what's up with it this year. I just can't seem to get it to work without it just acting like a slideshow. Yeah, I've had, yeah, Brayden, that's the problem that I had earlier. I don't know what's wrong with it this year. I can zoom in a bit, I guess, so you can like see exactly where he's going. Probably should do that. So yeah, just getting into Perth. Yeah, Perth is on the radar. Favorite Christmas movie for me is probably Elf. I don't know about you guys. Right, just about to arrive in Perth. Maybe a NORAD cam, maybe? Nah. Getting optimistic. A Year Without a Santa Claus. I've never heard that one before. Christmas Vacation is a great film. Love that. It's a Wonderful Life is also brilliant, but I've only just seen it for the first time. And it looks like we have a new Yahtzee Santa cam, so I shall pause the music and we shall play that. Right, let me get to the... Oh, sorry for the difficulties, guy. Right, I'm gonna... Sorry guys, we can't seem to be getting the videos at the moment. Seem to be a little bit behind. I'll try refreshing this. Sorry guys, I'll play the video as soon as I can get this on the chat. Okay, here we go, Yahtzee cam. Alright, play this from the start. I'll put the volume up a little bit. And let's play.
Santa's flight pattern, because of the time zones of the world, is a north and south zigzag pattern around the globe, which is why southernmost destinations, such as Perth, Australia, serve as a turning point in his route. From Perth, we expect Santa to fly up the western Australian coastline and back into Asia. Children in the westernmost parts of Asia should start sending cookies out. For SantaTracking.net, I am Luke Dillon.
Alright, so that is the Perth cam. Hope you enjoy that, and I hope you're all enjoying the cams for this year. And now we are back to here. Right, I hope you all enjoyed that cam, guys. I hope you're enjoying all of the Yahtzee cams that we're going to be playing today. We do still have a lot more in store. We're still miles away from all the content that we have for you today. And no problem, Liam. And yes, indeed, he will be at Christmas Island in approximately 4 minutes, with over 1.4 billion gifts delivered. Currently just leaving Australia. Bradley, I think he'll be in the UK about 8 hours from now, ish. Oh god. Christmas Island, I believe, is somewhere in the Indian Ocean off the coast of Australia. It's quite appropriately named for today. And now I should probably put the music back on. Turn it down a little bit. Start. Just 3 minutes until he arrives. I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure why it's called Christmas Island. Maybe it was discovered on Christmas Day or something. That's possible. I know there's Easter Island, that was discovered on Easter Sunday. Maybe this is a similar naming pattern. And a poll relating to the cams, and I guess this is sort of a time for you to give your feedback on how our cams have been today. Oh, I can't get... I'll load it up anyway. Make sure to get your votes in. And Tokyo is your favourite, one of the North Pole ones. Those are pretty good. Yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe the person who discovered it just really loved Christmas. Maybe he would be someone who would watch this stream. Again, if you're thinking this Yatsu is something that you would want to do, you can always go to our website, santatracking.net/apply, and fill in the form by 1st January 2019 at noon EST, and we'll be back to you soon on whether you've gotten in. And the North Pole cams are taking a look. Good night, potions. I hope Santa gets you what you want. Mr. Bond, I don't believe there's any. If there's anyone here in Christmas Island, then feel free to give a shout in the chat. But I mean, it's quite possible if they lived in Christmas Island, they might be asleep right now, since Santa is only a minute and a half away. Indeed, he is at 1.4 billion. Probably a massive weight off the reindeer, but there is still over 5 billion presents in the sleigh, so it's still pretty heavy. And when we're receiving reports that our North Pole cams are your favourite, with 3 votes. Let's zoom out a bit so you can see. Is anyone in the chat? I don't believe anyone who's currently talking has been visited, but there was some guy earlier who was in Sydney, and I believe he's been visited by now. Even if he wasn't asleep when Santa first visited Sydney, he would have been visited during his visit to Australia just then. Is the North Pole Greenland? I believe it's just kind of like slightly north between like Canada and Greenland. Oh, sorry. And welcome back, Jess Johnson. Santa is just getting to Christmas Island, a very appropriately named island for today. Approaching 1.5 billion gifts delivered. Your parents told you not to go downstairs. Maybe it's because so you don't disturb Santa. You never know, he might be down at any moment, so it's probably best to stay upstairs until the morning. Or maybe in the morning it's just they'd rather you get up a little later, because we know parents often like lions. Now Santa's next stop is Surabaya, Indonesia, in 2 minutes. And I believe it's quite possible that he is slightly ahead of schedule, because I think in Indonesia time it's about 11:15. So it looks like he's a little bit ahead of himself. Charlie, right, Santa just been to your house. Well, that's great. I hope he gave you what you wanted. And hello, Neressa Beasley. Correct me if I said that wrong, I probably did. Now I think we're almost about to get onto the really interesting part of the tracker, because up till now, apart from like the bit where he was in China and Japan and Korea, he's been mainly over many different islands, but he's about to get like right into Asia, where there is a lot of cities, a lot of believers, so Santa's work is about to ramp up a bit. You voted for the North Pole. Well, yeah, those were some pretty good cams. Christmas time is indeed here. Do I think Santa will slow down? Possibly. I mean, he is slightly ahead. I believe usually he slows down over Western Asia, Africa, in case he gets to Europe too early. Maybe he'll slow down a bit earlier this year. Indeed, sleep alert for pretty much all of Southeast Asia, and I'd say if you live like in Siberia or even in like India or Nepal or something like that, it might be a good idea to start thinking about getting to bed. He is indeed faster than Starlight. That's the only way he could deliver all of these gifts in one night. Jess Johnson, it's freezing there. Well, it's not that cold here. It's about 9 degrees outside, which it's not cold at all. It's been a very mild December, but we did have quite a cold spell over November. I guess now it's too warm, really. Yeah, same. Yeah, I do really love Christmas Eve. Almost better than Christmas Day. I'm sure many here will share the same view. We're about to get to Jakarta, which is the capital of Indonesia. Almost at the end of his island hopping tour. Once Africa tracking starts, you can eat. Oh, Christmas colour, red or green? Oh, I don't know what I'd think for that. I think they're both very good colours at Christmas. And yeah, indeed, he does have to deliver 7.5 billion presents in it every year on Christmas Eve night. No one knows how he does it, but I guess if people did, then it just wouldn't be in the Christmas spirit. No magic if everybody knew. James is voting for red. I'd say probably red, maybe, if I was to vote. But it's difficult, really. Both of them are good colours at Christmas. I'll try to get the results on. Christmas magic is how it all goes, gifts delivered. You are absolutely right. Santa would not be able to do it without the Christmas magic, without all the kids believing in him every year. Aidan, Santa is currently in Indonesia. He's heading west, heading towards Southeast Asia very shortly. Let's see what, it'd be interesting to see what the result for this poll is actually. And wow, 7 votes, 100% red. That is very interesting. All of you love red. Jess, that is brilliant to see that you're so dedicated, watching the whole thing. Thanks for your support today. As with everyone else, even if you just tuned in, thanks for supporting and watching the stream. We wouldn't be still doing this for a whole 10 years if it wasn't for all you guys. Chris, no, he's not at Germany yet. He's still got quite a bit of a way to go. I'll zoom out for the map a bit though. He's sort of covered like all this part of the world here. Now he's kind of heading to Southeast Asia here. Germany won't be for about 7 hours, maybe about an hour before we get to the UK. And Rise, yeah, same. It's gone so quick. Nearly 9 hours that we've been tracking already. We've only got 15 left to go for this stream. Europe is indeed a way off, but before we know it, he'll be there, and it will be Christmas time for all of you European followers. Santa is 1,748 years old. That is pretty old. I'm guessing it's just the Christmas spirit that really keeps him alive all that time. The goodwill to everyone around the world. And we believe he's reached Jakarta. No cam. That was a cam in 2011, but hasn't been for a while. Next stop will be Singapore, and that means he's about to get into Southeast Asia. Steve, he'll be in England in about 8 hours, pretty much on the dot. So the hours are ticking away very fast. Indeed, red wins the vote, very surprisingly. Completely destroys green. No, actually nobody at all voted for green. Charlie, yeah, it was pretty hard for me to go to sleep last night, because obviously I was quite excited about doing this, as with many other Yansu members. I know some people, he only got like 1 or 2 hours sleep. It's been quite rough at some points. I think almost Christmas Day for me is easier to get to sleep though. And indeed, in just over an hour, the man, the myth, the legend, Patrick Covey himself, the original host of Yansu, will be hosting for the 10th annual TrackingSanta live show. yeah, I reckon Santa probably is immortal. I reckon it's the Christmas spirit that really like keeps him going all that time. Goodwill to all. And indeed, thank you everyone for your support. Still so many people watching all over the world, and it's great to see all of you guys continually watching us. You think Santa's still you on the stairs? Well, I guess that's possible. I mean, I believe he only comes, maybe he made him, he normally only comes when you're asleep, but I guess it's possible that he might have just nipped him because he didn't really have any time to go back, but he would have gone pretty fast, so not much time to chat, put it that way. And hello AML, Merry Christmas, and hope you're having a wonderful Christmas Eve. We certainly are. And thanks for checking out the stream. Yeah, normally Santa doesn't let you see. I believe probably if you were just staying awake for ages, he'd probably just nip to your house as quick as he could and, you know, just get it out the way. So you might see like a flash and the gifts are suddenly there, but usually he tries to wait until you're asleep, yeah. James, there should be more stuff in England. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess England's a pretty small country compared to other countries, so there's not really that much. He doesn't spend too long in England, even though it is a country with a population of 60 million, but, well, no, the UK got that many, but still, there's countries like China, he took ages, and then that has like over 1 billion, so I guess it's just because he hasn't got much time to stick around. Santa, we're expecting Santa to be in England in just under 8 hours now. It is certainly getting close. I can feel the excitement radiating in where I am as the hours count down. Charlie, it is not quite night, but the sun is starting to go down almost. I believe we just passed the shortest day, so it should be about 4 PM, which is just about now that the sun should be going down. And we've just reached Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I believe, I missed, Malacca and Kuala Lumpur, and now onto Johor Bahru, however you pronounce that, Malaysia. And I again apologise for my awful name pronunciations. And it looks like we have a new Yansu cam, so let's pause the music and we'll be playing that. Right, okay, let's get on to this. I scroll down here. New Yansu cam, let me play this now. Alright. Right, here we go. Alright.
It's evening for the people of Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, but Santa Claus will be delivering presents to all the good children of Malaysia's capital, as well as the other countries in the area. All parts of Asia should be in bed by this point. Keep watching the 10th annual Tracking Santa live show for continuous Santa updates. For SantaTracking.net, I'm Carl Front.
Guys, you're not going to believe that. That was the one and only Carl Front, the guy who does the NORAD voiceovers. And he just did one of, well, yeah, he did one of our voiceovers for our cams. The one and only Carl Front. The guy who does the NORAD voiceovers. Yep, it was indeed the NORAD guy voicing over our cam. I hope you all enjoyed that. That was quite a special thing for us. When will Santa be in Indiana? I have no idea. Probably about 16 hours, but I'd say just somewhere between 10 PM and midnight your time. I don't really know if it's sure. And thanks, yeah. That was pretty cool. Yeah, special shout out to Carl for doing a voiceover for us. That was pretty cool of him. And Santa's about to arrive in Hat Yai, Thailand. Then we're getting to Southeast Asia with over 1.5 billion gifts delivered. And Santa is definitely not fake. We here all at Yatsu definitely believe in him. And next up for Santa, oh, I should probably turn the music down, sorry. That's a little bit loud. Santa is for sure real. Charlie, it's Christmas for you, that is cool. It's only 4 PM here. And the sun is just going down on this Christmas Eve. And yeah, Patrick is getting ready. You're not going to want to miss his show this year. He truly is the greatest showman of Yatsu. Oh, yeah, I'm streaming till 5 PM GMT, then Patrick will be taking over for an hour. Then it's Josh for an hour, then Patrick again, and I'm hosting from 8 until 9. I am in sort of south in the middle, I'm near Portsmouth. How long does Santa visit North Carolina? About, let me think, yeah, about 3 AM. About 11 or 12 hours, I think. No, about 12 hours, I think, probably. Given past tracking, I'd say after 10 PM start looking out for. Yeah, well, I mean, you might want to head to bed unless Santa does come at that time, because you do not want to be awake and Santa maybe having to go back to your house at a later time. And Patrick says 11 hours and 30 minutes to North Carolina, and Patrick is from North Carolina, so that's where we'll be streaming from today. No, I don't support Portsmouth FC. When is the next Santa cam? I'm not too sure. Yatsu maybe within the next hour or so, I'd say. Alright, see ya, Brayden. Have fun with your family. How long have I been sat? I've been sat here for an hour, and I've got an hour left, then Patrick will be streaming. What time is Santa coming from New Jersey? That's probably a little after North Carolina, so maybe just under 12 hours at this point. Oops, sorry. Patrick is in Jacksonville, and it looks like Santa has reached the capital city, well, just about to reach the capital city of Bangkok, Thailand. Now, I think this is quite a densely populated area, so the gift count should rise by quite a bit. How do you know how long it will take for Santa to get to the UK? Well, we're estimating just under 8 hours now, but that's based on past years, but we don't know for sure. It could be anywhere between about 10:30, I'd say, in the UK and 1 AM. And Santa is now heading to the capital of Cambodia. Not going to bother pronouncing that. Yeah, about that time, but it could be even later or earlier than that. And apparently, according to James, it's pronounced Phnom Penh. Well, I am bad at pronouncing place names, so thanks for saving me there.
and it sometimes made a terrible sound.
So it looks like we're just about crossing into Cambodia here.
Best of all, it
And
seems
indeed,
to
Merry
me
Christmas to everyone in this part of the world.
it
And
wasn't
if you're in
really
Central Russia,
a
Siberia,
Christmas tree.
India or Bangladesh or Nepal,
And
get to
yet,
bed because
I
Santa is
guess
coming your way.
I'll have to say
And we'll see you, Patrick, in an hour.
that it made all the
You are not going to
other
want to miss Patrick's show.
as gay.
Especially later tonight, we have a very big surprise for you all.
That I'd ever known.
No, I should make new videos to the takeoff of the big city because of it. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they haven't really made too many new cams recently. I mean, last year they had a few new ones, but this year we are yet to see any. But I mean, we could see some, and even if we don't, we've got our Yatsu cams to fill in that gap in the content. You're watching Santa on my computer? Yeah, I'm currently on a laptop streaming. CJ, no, nothing new. We've had some new Yatsu cams, but all the NORAD cams have been the same, and route has been mostly, mostly at least the same as it was last year. Anyway, I believe, I should probably, it's getting dark in here, guys. I'll probably turn some light on. Just be a sec. Alright, we are back, and Santa's about to reach Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam in a few seconds. Is this best clip? So is this fake because different websites are at different places? Well, I believe some of these websites like Google are a bit inaccurate, but I know Google, NORAD do generally tend to get it fairly accurate with their infrared radar and satellites that they use to track the big red one. It is indeed real. They do track Santa every year. LPC, have fun at that church service. We all believe here at Yatsu, and I'm sure everyone on the stream believes too. Charlie, right? It's just about sun's just about setting. And I believe Santa's heading to Hanoi, Vietnam in 2 minutes. And it's about 11 PM in this region of the world. So it looks like Santa is a little early. And indeed, yeah, NORAD is way more accurate than Google. NORAD have been doing it since 1955. Google only started in 2004. Their technology is definitely inferior to NORAD. Sorry if there's any problems with my mic just there. We all believe. I certainly believe. And Santa comes as long as we believe. Santa is indeed real. Cecil says, NORAD needs to tell Santa to move slow down a bit. Yeah, I agree with you. He is certainly speeding through the world this year. It is only 11 PM where he is now. What am I getting? I have no clue, but I don't really need much this year. Maybe just some new trainers, but apart from that, I haven't really asked for much. People that are saying Santa's fake, yes. Yep, indeed, they do need to believe. On this stream, we all believe. Yeah, don't let, there's nothing wrong with believing. I mean, yeah. We have people on the team in their 20s, they still believe. Don't be ashamed for still having the Christmas spirit in your life. And with that, Santa's about to arrive in Hanoi. Let's see where you'll head next. And that place is going to be Halong Bay in just 30 seconds. Just a little hop over, and I believe he'll be heading out of Vietnam. And hello, Santa Claus, welcome to the stream. Hello to everyone who has just joined. Yes, I do. I'm 16, so I do still live at home. I am best clip 7. Is Santa Workshop underground like the movie Santa Claus? Well, I don't know if it's underground, but maybe there's. It must be pretty big, so I guess there could be some part that's underground, but we don't know for sure. I don't think anyone's really seen it properly apart from Santa and his elves. Santa is indeed still in Thailand. Chiang Mai, Thailand is up next in 2.5 minutes. Yeah, I think it is quite possible that at least maybe some of the presents are stored underground, because they must take up quite a space, all those presents, when they're up at the North Pole before they're loaded onto the sleigh. When is he going to be in Europe? Probably in about 4 hours. I think, yeah, he'll probably get into like Finland, Ukraine, the western part of Russia first. He is indeed in Vietnam. In northwest England it is not dark. Yeah, no, it's just starting to get dark really where I am. And we have a new poll. What do you think about Christmas jumpers? Oh yeah. I wish I'd had a Christmas jumper today, but I kind of ran out of time to really get one. So unfortunately I just got the hat, but no jumper sadly. I would have one maybe next year. Right, I'll refresh it and get onto the poll. Where in England am I? I am sort of near Portsmouth, sort of between Portsmouth and Southampton, really. Who has opened their presents? Well, I believe I think there's some people here it is Christmas Day for, but for me it's still 8 hours, well, just under that now until Santa gets here, so unfortunately not yet. Can we hit 500 subs before the end of the stream? Well, maybe, hopefully. If you're enjoying the stream and you have not subscribed already, be sure to do so. It'd be really great for our channel and help us continue to provide you these quality streams every year. Really, you're right next to Southampton, yeah. You're in Croatia, that's cool. I know you guys had more fun than we did in the World Cup this year. By me it's 10 in the morning, that is cool. For me it is 4 in the afternoon, and Santa's next stop is in Laos. So I think it's a pretty small country. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it probably shouldn't be spending too long here. And he'll be sort of like heading right into Central Asia next. How many hours does Santa come to Michigan? Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'd say a rough estimate would say maybe about 11, well, probably about 12 hours-ish. At a rough estimate. I'm not too sure. Santa is indeed real, otherwise we would not be tracking him today. And we would not have all of these amazing people coming to watch our stream every year. Santa is currently getting into Laos. And yeah, as mentioned in the chat, if you have not checked out our website already, be sure to check it out, santatracking.net. There's plenty of cool stuff on there, as well as applying for our stream. You can do that on there. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Christmas jumper poll. Oh yeah, I need to reload that again. Santa's heading for Yangon, Burma. Right, now he is really heading west. Let me open this. Alright, what have we got for our results? We got 6 votes love them, 1 hate them. Yeah, I think they're a little bit cheesy, but you know they're pretty funny. You know, Christmas is a bit festive. You know. Do you support any footy teams? Yes, I do indeed support Southampton FC. And all I want for Christmas this year is for them not to get relegated. I believe Liam and Josh are also pretty big football fans. Probably bigger fans than I am, to be honest. Alright, so heading west, I believe he's currently delivering in Thailand, maybe? Yep, Thailand heading west, and will shortly be in Yangon, Burma. Hopefully we won't get relegated, let's just say that. And thank you for subscribing. Well, if you don't, Steve, if you don't believe in Santa, then he probably won't be coming. So, yeah, that's why it's always important to believe and keep the Christmas spirit alive. What's the time is it over here? It is 4:14 PM in the afternoon. Just about getting dark. Yeah. Thanks for the subs, everyone. Our channel is certainly growing quickly. And next stop for Santa is Lhasa, Tibet, China. So it looks like he's heading out of Southeast Asia now. Once again, if you're in India or any of the countries surrounding that, make sure to get to bed soon, because Santa will be there very shortly, and I believe, yeah, the music's playing. Yeah, well, it is getting dark here now. Got to turn the lights on. I'm sure the Christmas tree lights are on downstairs here. Looks like there's final stops in these Southeast Asia countries, and shortly we'll be right into bang in the middle of Asia. LPC, I am playing music from the NORAD website, but unfortunately we can't play like Christmas songs that you'd hear on the radio because of copyright issues at the moment. The results are in, yep. 89% love them. Yeah, I love them, even though they're a little bit corny. I'm back. Yeah, welcome back to the stream. Immersion Mapper. You're in Illinois, that's cool. You're in Germany. Well, Santa will be there a little bit before he gets to where I am. Oh, Mercy. Okay, Mercian. Yeah. I'm bad at pronouncing names, as you may have noticed. And welcome back, Santa Claus person. Yeah, it does suck. I would have been playing my playlist if we hadn't had the copyright strike. But I guess it is what it is. I believe we're keeping all the songs festive. Hey guys, is there anything playing? That's a little quiet song. Yeah, I do remember you, Sophie. I remember you right earlier in the show. I think you were here when Liam and Josh were hosting. And yeah, we have a lot of likes now, so thanks to everyone who's liked or subscribed or both. And thank you very much, Z Cobra. It really has been a great year for us. Definitely our best year by far, and it's really good because this is our 10th anniversary year, so it's gonna be it should be a big, good, festive show. It's really good that we've managed to get all you guys in and watching. And next stop is Zhangyi, China. Probably again did not pronounce that right, but I am no Chinese person. Santa is indeed heading for Zhangyi. Unfortunately, Merzian, the 3D view is too laggy on my laptop, so it would run like way too slow. Will Nora change in the future as well? We never know. There could be some new cams this year still. And we never know, like, how the route could be. I've still got plenty of tracking time left. Is there going to be a China? Well, we did have a Shanghai. Well, if you're talking about NORAD cams, there's not, I believe, any China cams. But with Yanzi, we did have a Shanghai cam earlier on today. So if you want to check that out, that's up on our YouTube channel, as well as all our other cams. So if you want to rewatch, relive those memories of earlier today or this morning, be sure to check out our YouTube channel because all our cams are uploaded there as soon as we get them in. I did not watch. I'm not really a fan of like wrestling or boxing sports. I don't really watch it. Yeah, thanks, Rise, for the feedback. We do appreciate all of you guys. Lovely comments. Looks like it's quite a desert area. Not a lot of gifts being delivered here. I think the gift count is going up fairly slow. Yeah, Sophie, we're expecting Santa to be in the UK about 7.5 hours-ish. Because I'm in the UK as well, and I believe he'll probably get it just before midnight. Based on past years. And Merry Christmas to you too. Hope you're enjoying our stream this year. Looks like we're just about to get into Zhangyi. I believe he heads sort of into like Siberia after this. Quite a deserted part of the world, really. Not a lot of people at all. And thank you for the sub. I really do appreciate it. I do agree with you, Mr. Bonaby, especially Christmas Eve. Santa tracking has been a highlight since I was young. For me, at least. When is it Europe? About 3.5 to 4 hours approximately. I believe he tends to get there quite early. It could be as early as about 7 or 8 p.m. GMT. Sometimes you can see Santa in the sky. Yeah, maybe. I guess if you're lucky, you might just see like a red flash. But you'd have to be quite lucky because he does go quick. Does the UK have Thanksgiving? No, we don't have Thanksgiving at all. We have Black Friday, but not Thanksgiving. Once Halloween's over, we have bonfire night, and then we're straight into the Christmas countdown, really. And he's now heading to Mongolia. Believe that's the capital. Still looking to be slightly ahead of schedule. You're asking for clothes. Well, I hope you get. I guess when you get older, I guess more of your presents become that sort of thing. So it wouldn't surprise me if I wake up to many clothes tomorrow. But yeah, should be good. And yeah, it's the capital of Mongolia. I guess Mongolia is quite deserted. Like, not a lot there at all. Just see all this desert area that he's flying over. And we are over 1.6 billion gifts, which is incredible. For just 5 hours ago, Santa began his deliveries in that very eastern coast of Russia, and we're already onto well over 1 billion presents. We're not far off 2 billion, in fact. You're asking for a computer? Well, I very much hope you get that. But I could probably do with a new laptop soon, seeing how laggy the 3D tracker is on this. Or maybe I should get like a PC or something, because at the moment I just use a laptop. Will, you heard sleigh bells? Wow, that is quite impressive. That must have been quite a special experience. I am 16 LPC. Yeah, I'll be 17 next August. And just a few seconds left. Mongolia, and the next stop is Norilsk, Russia, which is bang in the middle of nowhere, right in the cold depths of Siberia. I guess one good thing about heading all that way north is Santa's reindeer are very used to the cold, living at the North Pole all their time. So it's like perfect conditions for them. Much better than when he was in the Pacific and Australia, where it's summer. Can you say Merry Christmas? Yeah, Merry Christmas to Sophie's mum. Hope you have a good one. If anyone in the UK has the ITV said around 7:30 PM you can imagine Santa go past. Well, I will be sure to check that out, because that is only 3 hours away. Yeah, Santa probably just before midnight. We think he'll get to the UK. No problem, Sophie. And welcome back, Eddie Goalie, to the stream. Santa is on his way into the cold depths of Siberia. I guess if we zoom out, we can just see how much distance he's covered. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I think Norilsk is somewhere up here. That's like a massive distance to cover in the time. And yet over 1.6 billion gifts, and we're approaching 1.7 billion. That is almost 2/7 of the way. Yeah, sometimes when he's flying around, sometimes it's too early for him to really deliver, so he just flies over them But sometimes as he's traveling, like maybe now he'd be visiting these places over here, so it depends really like what kind of time of the day it is and like whether people are really asleep. Yeah, Santa with the UK, he normally sort of starts out in the south, and he kind of goes like London, then north to Wales, and then all the way up north into Scotland, and then to Northern Ireland. You should do the history of track. Well, we actually do on our website. We do have a history page, so if you want to check that out, it's on santatracking.net. It's just one of the buildings that says like history of our show. But it might be quite interesting to check it out. How old is Santa? We believe he's about 18 centuries old at least. Very old. But still going with the Christmas spirit to this day. And looks like he's still heading north. Still over nearly 3 minutes to go. Did you miss any NORAD cams? No, I don't believe so. I believe the only ones we've had were... Oh, no, you there was a Japan one. I don't know if you got that. Oh, hang on. Sorry about this, guys. Oh, we've got our refresh. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, we're back on this. I believe yeah, there's a Japan one, and then there was a Sydney and the DSP and North Pole ones, which you probably saw. Oh, I need to put this into 2D. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Zoom in here. Lock on Santa. Is it true, Santa, that yes, we are tracking him. This is live feed provided by NORAD. Been following him right since he was doing his preparations this morning, actually. Where's the Ask Santa this year? Honestly, not really much at all. Like, I don't know. Haven't really needed anything, really. Not gonna lie. The only thing I can really think of, like some trainers possibly, but even then. And we have a poll. What is your favourite Christmas turkey or Christmas ham? Well, personally here in the UK, many people have turkey. I guess there might be some people who have ham, but turkey is probably the most common here. I am certainly ready for Santa. I believe, yeah, probably everyone here is. Alright, so we're Norilsk. Next stop is Novosibirsk, Russia. All the way back down south. Did someone say... Yeah, Ben, I've unfortunately been locked out of the Twitter account. I'll have to sort that out later. I can't access it currently. I'm having some difficulties with Twitter. But anyway, yeah, heading towards Novosibirsk. Nearly 1.7 billion. Did Santa drop the presents already? Yeah, he has dropped presents all the way across like half of Asia and all of the Pacific Islands and Australia and New Zealand. Is it going to be 12 more hours until he gets to America? Yeah, maybe slightly less than that. I'd say maybe about 11 hours-ish. Normally he starts at Florida first, then goes up the east coast. Yes, I am near Southampton. About half an hour away. And anyway, let's check out this pole that we have. And thank you. This is a great hat. I wore it on the show last year as well. On Google Soundtrack it says it will arrive in 9 hours. Yeah, about that. Maybe slightly less. Let's see the results are. Make sure to vote on the poll if you haven't already. We always one vote for each, and we got to break this tie. So if Santa is there and we are sleeping, we are awake. If Santa's here when you arrives when you're still awake, he'll come back at a later time, I believe. Well, Jess, good luck with that. It might be a good idea to get a little bit of sleep so Santa can deliver. Let's see, can we... Oh, this is the old one. Turkey's winning now, 4 votes. I think for me it would definitely be Turkey. Santa will be in the UK in just over 7 hours actually. Indeed, bedtime alert for Russia, India, Nepal and parts of the Middle East. Because Santa will be there soon. I certainly can't wait for him to be in the UK either. We're about to approach 1.7 billion, almost arriving in Novosibirsk. Santa has a big bag. Yes, he does indeed. I guess no one knows how he fits it all, but his sleigh must weigh a lot when he first takes it off. Sniper scope, you may want to go to bed slightly earlier, maybe around 11, just in case, because Santa has been known to arrive slightly before midnight before. Your Santa isn't working. Well, we have, if you go to santatracking.net/embed, that should work. That should take you to the tracking page. Or if you go onto the tracking hub on our website, that should have a copy of the embed. Yeah, I'd say 10 PM, 11 PM probably would be a decent time to go to bed. And next stop is Kazakhstan already. He is certainly getting close. Definitely by now, if you're in like Central Asia, India, all that area, Indian Ocean, get to bed right now. I mean, 11:30 might be pushing it slightly. I'd say 11. I'm going to bed at 11. So... It is indeed Christmas in the Philippines. It is Christmas in nearly half the world. Yes, indeed, Merry Christmas to all who are watching this stream. And we've just reached 1.7 billion gifts. When is he coming to... I'm not too sure where Stony Rapids is. Yeah, Google. I mean, I don't know how accurate Google is, but I'd say around midnight for the UK. Uranium City of Northern Saskatchewan. Yeah, that won't be able for a while, I believe. That's probably not for another 14 to 15 hours. And apparently we've just received reports that Christmas Turkey wins 6 votes. 1 person said neither, and only 2 votes went to ham. Well, I certainly love myself a nice steaming hot turkey on Christmas Day. What do you Google to see when Santa will be in your town? Well, I use this. This is my progress update of Santa's journey. Well, what would happen if we colonised Mars? Well, I'm sure Santa will cross that bridge when he gets to it. Maybe he'll set up another division in Mars or something. We should have to see, maybe in the future. Santa is indeed coming to town. And happy birthday for next week, Jess Johnson. How long till he gets to the UK? About 7 hours now. This is indeed Santa, and he is just arriving in Kazakhstan. And I believe when Santa gets to India, which shouldn't be too long, maybe not quite during my part of the show, but we should be getting a cam from NORAD. And yeah, here we go. I can't remember who asked about the history of NORAD, but Jason just posted the link where you can find out just about like what we've done over the past 10 years. If you're curious about that, be sure to check out that link. DST, no, I'm just having a little bit of technical difficulties with getting into the Twitter at the moment. I'll be able to sort it out once I'm off stream. And next stop is Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. How many minutes has stream gone? We've been streaming since 2 AM EST. And I'm sure you are on the good list. I'm sure everyone here is on the good list. Yeah, so again, hope you're all having a very Merry Christmas Eve or Christmas Day to all of you watching. I am not Santa, but I'm sure you have been good enough to get onto the good list. I'm sure you'll wake up tomorrow to some great gifts. And Merry Christmas to you too, Johnny Gamer. Right, so must not be far off from India. And don't forget, in 20 minutes I will be hopping off for a few hours, and the one and only Patrick Covey will be hosting for the next hour. So be sure to check out his show. And Merry Christmas to you, I Love Gaming on Xbox. Yeah, I'm sure you are all on the good list. I will be back at 8 PM GMT, which is 3 PM EST, and I'll be on for an hour, then I'm done for this year. And thank you everyone. Merry Christmas to you all too. I personally have an Xbox, but I'm more of like a PC person. Yeah, we do indeed do this this is our 10th year tracking Santa now, and we will be doing it for many years more to come. Now, Santa is heading to Bhutan. I'm afraid I didn't get your comment, Sniper. Indeed, 9 hours, and Santa will be like pretty much on his way out of the UK, so I believe Glasgow is one of his last stops. Yeah, I'll be going to bed when he gets to the UK, about 11 PM. Usually once he's getting out of Europe into West Africa, that's normally where I head off. And he certainly has a long way to go until he gets to Bhutan. Yeah, he's got to travel all that way back across China. Hey, Jesse, welcome back, and good luck with to Jess Johnson with your spotting endeavours. I mean, look, he's travelling pretty quickly, so good luck with getting him, with spotting him even. And thank you very much to everyone who's appreciating our stream this year. It certainly has been a lot of work, especially for the 10th anniversary, but we're glad you're all enjoying it. Am I getting tired? Well, not quite yet. I mean, it's only 5 PM where I am, so I've got a bit of a way to go. Still got quite a bit left of the tracking this year. Yeah, indeed. It's been a definitely our best stream yet, I'd say. And I do indeed remember you from earlier. And you're from Bradford. I'm from down south. And indeed, yeah, feel free to subscribe to us. Every sub helps us get our stream even better. Yeah, I think I remember you from like the early show when Liam and Josh were hosting. The NORAD website, I think NORAD closed their app this year because there were constant issues over the past few years. So yeah, I think if you want to track on mobile, you just have to use the website on like browser. Your auntie, well, yeah. Hopefully they were asleep when Santa came. Indeed, Merry Christmas to Australia. And I believe in the very far reaches of the world where Santa first delivered about 6 hours ago now, like Samoa and Kiribati and Eastern Russia, people should be waking up now to their presents that Santa has left them. We did indeed make it past 100 likes and over 120 viewers, which is absolutely incredible. Amelia, yes, he has been to Vietnam. He's just been to the whole of Southeast Asia, and we're expecting him to kind of head south into India and then across the Indian Ocean. And hello, Johnny, welcome to the stream. Yeah, he has been to Vietnam. He's been to all of Southeast Asia. There was something about NORAD shutting. Yeah, I don't believe they'd ever shut down their tracker on Christmas Eve. They'd always keep that up. Alright, so almost in Bhutan now. It'll be interesting to see where he goes next. Looks like he's just finishing up some places in Tibet at the moment, over the Himalayas. And just about to arrive very shortly. Sorry guys, I don't think I can see the chat at the moment. My second screen's been a little bit laggy at the moment. I'll see if I can reload. Sorry if I miss any of your messages. Yeah, I'm currently unable to see the chat. Hopefully it will load back up in a minute. Yeah, it's just loading now. The chat's not loading. Anyway, Santa's just arriving in Bhutan. And next stop should be, wait for it, Dhaka, Bangladesh. Sorry about this guys, I have to check the chat on here. My internet's been a little bit slow at the moment, so if there's any interruptions or delays in the stream, I'm sorry about that. So next stop is Bangladesh. Is it possible you can track the North Pole? Yeah. We had for the first 4 hours. In fact, at the very start of the tracking, they basically showed like all the preparations that Santa does. That is what we were streaming earlier on today. Right, okay, my chat's back up now, that's great. Finally. Yeah, indeed, Rise. My internet has been okay for this year, at least. Are we going to do a poll? Possibly, I don't know. There might be a poll coming up soon. So next stop is Kollam, Bangladesh. So Kathmandu, Nepal. Well, it's possible that we get a cam here from Nora, and let's have fingers crossed. We never know. I know they have in the past done Mount Everest cams, but we shall see today. And Merry Christmas to you, Chase William. Looks like he's heading through India at the moment, at the very eastern tip, on his way into the Himalayas. Yeah, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Tennis God. Will Santa go back to China? I believe he's just about finished up. Maybe not quite. I think maybe there might be some kid that he might quickly hop back to and deliver, but he's finished most of his work in China. You feel tired already? Yeah. I guess I only got a few hours sleep last night, so I guess I'm starting to get a bit tired as well, but I reckon I'll stay awake. I should be fine to host in a few hours.
When the clock is striking 12, we're fast asleep. Down the chimney, broad and black, with your cap you'll creep. All the stockings you will find hanging in a row.
Alright, next stop is Missouri, India. He's finally, and no, we don't have a cam, unfortunately. First proper stop of India though for this year. Seems a little bit early, because I think it is only about 10:30 at the moment in India. And we're approaching 1.8 billion gift. Missouri, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you pronounce it slightly differently. Don't think Santa's quite in Missouri yet in the US, but he's certainly in India. In Mumbai it's 10:22, yeah, he seems to be a bit early. He does normally tend to be a bit early during this part of the show. Weird how we don't have a Norwich cam. Yeah, we've had a few. We've had Tokyo, Sydney, and obviously the DSP and the North Pole. But yeah, we haven't had that many this year. Probably we'll get some more later on this year though. Or well, yeah, later on today even. Do you like Santa? Yes, of course I do. Otherwise I would not be hosting this show right now. Johnny Gamer, yeah, you can if between 2 AM EST and 6 AM EST they show Santa's preparations for his journey. I believe they coordinate with his elves to sort of get ready. Santa is indeed real. There is no doubt about that. Otherwise NORAD would not be tracking it. We here at Yahtzee would not be doing this stream. Yeah, Jason. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's somewhere in India, let's just say that then. About to get there. Yeah, they did take the north part of Google Earth, so now they just have like text updates during the preparation part of the tracking, which is a little bit annoying, but we still have our Yahtzee cams at the North Pole, which is good. And next stop is New Delhi. We could be getting a cam here. Wait, do we have a cam? Yeah, I believe we should have a NORAD cam coming up.
Well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby. The snow is falling down.
Yeah, there's normally a cam showing him going past Taj Mahal.
Yeah, it's
We should see that today.
pretty baby. And the snow is falling down. Been a real
And he's just about to arrive in 3, 2, 1, 0. And we have a NORAD cam.
Got no sleigh with reindeer.
Okay, right, so I shall play that. I shall pause the music and we shall listen to the NORAD cam. Hang on, wait, it's probably easier to. Oh, hang on. Oh, God. Alright, okay, I'll play it through here. New Delhi, India.
So far, Santa's had a smooth flight this year. He's not encountered any difficulties, which is great news for us here at NORAD. The Santa Cams last spotted Santa flying over India's famous Taj Mahal. What a sight! Did you know that India has a population of more than 1 billion people? That's about 950 people per square mile. Wow. Santa and his team of reindeer are making great time, and we think they may be a few minutes ahead of schedule. Keep checking back with us here at NORAD for updates on Santa's location.
Alright, and it looks like we have a answer cam, so let's listen to that. Alright, open this up. It's almost time for Santa's work in Europe and Africa to begin as he travels through India. Santa takes extra time to make sure he hits all of the stops in one of the most densely populated regions in the world, and then he flies faster as he travels north. To our European viewers, stay tuned to santatracking.net for updates on when it's time for bed. For santatracking.net, I'm Max McIntyre. Right, and there we go, another Yahtzee cam, and that voiceover was pretty good. I wonder who did that. Yep, that was me doing the voiceover. And I'm just hearing that I'm going to have to go on a little bit longer. Patrick will be on shortly, but for now I'm going to be streaming for a little longer. Yeah, that was me doing the voiceover. And Santa's next stop is Colombo, Sri Lanka. Looks like he's almost done with India already. How is it physically possible that Santa can make millions of houses in 24 hours? Well, no one knows. That is part of the magic of Christmas. No one knows how he gets around the world in 24 hours. It's quite possible that he uses some sort of different time continuum to us. And that would explain how he kind of managed to do everything in one night, but no one knows for sure. And see you later, LPC. Thank you for watching the stream and interacting with us in the chat. You've been a great viewer. And I shall be putting the Christmas music back on for a bit.
You'll see me coming in a big black Cadillac.
What was my favourite gift ever? That was a difficult one, to be honest. I think probably when I was younger, probably when I got my old laptop, not the one that I'm using now, but I remember I used to go on that so much. Oh yeah, it's difficult to say what my absolute favourite would be. Yeah, I think Santa does travel like faster than Starlight. He is pretty quick. And yeah, he probably does get a little bit tired after delivering all that. Yeah, if you're just joining, Patrick will be on soon. I'm 16. Aiden Starks. Looks like he's getting to the bottom of India, just about to get to Sri Lanka. You can't wait till he comes to Canada. Well, yeah, that will come sooner than you think. Before you know it, the presents will be under the tree and in your stocking. Patrick is Patrick Covey. He's one of the founding members of Yahtzee. He'll be hosting very shortly. One of the founding members of Yahtzee, and he used to host this broadcast for 15 hours from 8 AM EST to 1 AM EST. No, sorry, 11. No, yeah, 1 AM EST, I think. And Santa's just arriving in the small island of Sri Lanka. so he's just delivering here now. And welcome back, Harold. Well, Johnny Gamer, I'm 16 and I still believe. You're never too old. There are plenty of people in their 20s on this team that still believe. And in the stream chat, not only on our team. Anyway, I think the music's a little bit loud, sorry about that. Just free to turn that down a tad. Yeah, we're playing NORAD music due to copyright problems. I'm sorry if the music's been a bit repetitive, but oh well. Santa's next stop is on the Maldives. There's sort of like a group of tiny islands here we're still visiting. And we're approaching 2 billion gifts. It will not be long before he hits that massive milestone in his journey. We believe Santa's about 18 centuries old almost. He's been delivering gifts for a long time. Yeah, he's very, very old. But it's quite possible that he lives in a different time continuum to us. He's probably only about like maybe about 70 or 80 in his sort of time. Yeah, we're not too far off 2 billion. And he is really making progress across the world now. Probably, yeah, Google's saying 1748. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I guess no one really knows for sure. That's likely only an estimate, but he is pretty old. Yeah, I think with the gift count, it's just an estimate really, because it's difficult to tell how much gifts he has actually delivered. And he's sort of delivering to ships at sea and these little islands, that's sort of why it's going up. You're going to put out your milk and cookies? Yeah, I'm probably going to put one out later this evening. The Maldives, they're like an island group near India. And we're 1 minute away, right in the middle of the ocean. Is that it there? I think it might be. Yeah, Eddie, I think the gifts are delivered over the water because the gift count is just an approximation, and he delivers to ships at sea and all these tiny islands that you can't really see. Yeah, Patrick will be here shortly. I'm just covering for the moment, but he should be on very soon. And yeah, you are correct, Harold. He should be in England between 6 and 7 hours from now. I personally do not have any pets, but I did used to, but not anymore. Next stop is Bangalore, India, in 6 minutes. Oh yeah, I can't forget the carrots for the reindeer. Got to remember to put that out. And Merry Christmas to you, Happy Harley. You know, I hope you've enjoyed all the Santa cams that we've had this year, and there are still plenty more to come, so make sure to stay tuned to see them. And don't forget that they are all available to watch on our YouTube channel as soon as Santa reaches that area. He is indeed traveling to India. Seem to be heading pretty slow at the moment. Wonder if the reindeer, maybe they're a little bit tired. I believe he must be delivering to these small islands at the moment. Heading north shortly. And by the way, I believe we should have a bedtime alert probably for the rest of India, wherever Santa has not been, and all of these countries here, as well as the rest of Russia. So if anyone's around there, you should be thinking about heading to bed very soon. And welcome back, Jess Johnson, to the stream. It is indeed a massive job, and I'm sure Santa will have a lovely rest when he gets home. And at the moment he is barely halfway, probably only a quarter of the way. He still has so much more to do. I'm not too sure. I think it depends how many gifts per person each person should get. Maybe about 4 or 5 from Santa. Depends really though. And we're expecting him in India in about 3 minutes. And hello Alex Star. Welcome to the stream. Yep, Santa is sure taking his time. You know, maybe it's because he's just a little bit far ahead. I mean, it is only about 10:30 in the evening in India, so he might not want to go too fast currently. It's Jessica Dillon. It is 5:10 in the evening where I am. It is like dark now in the UK. Christmas Eve evening is here. Santa will be arriving soon. Yeah, he is certainly taking his time in these Maldives. Oh yeah, it looks like he's just getting back in towards India. Oh, I'm sure Santa eats tons of mince pies, but he sure does need it, because travelling around the world in one night is no easy job for Santa. Sure, it does use up a lot of energy constantly hopping out and into the sleigh, jumping down the chimneys, getting the presents out the sack. He does need the energy. The channel is run by a group. We're Team Yansu, the YouTube Association and our TrackingSanta users. So just getting back to India now, almost 1.9 billion. And I'm just receiving word that Patrick Covey is ready to take over, so it has been a pleasure to host for the last 2 hours, and thank you all for watching. I'll be playing an ad break and then Patrick will be hopping on the stream. Thank you all for watching and enjoy the rest of the show.
And now, time for a Santa tracking advertisement.
Ever wanted to join Team Yansu? Well, now's your chance. Head on over to santatracking.net/apply today, fill out an application honestly and thoroughly, and have it submitted to us by January 1st, 2019 at noon EST. As long as you provide us with all the correct contact information, we can let you know later on in the month of January whether or not you've been accepted for the 2019 tracking season with Team Yansu. Check your email and Facebook regularly for all the updates. For SantaTracking.net and Team Yansu, I'm Patrick Covey.
Welcome to the 10th annual Tracking Santa live show.